What is going on, everybody? Captain Namco here. So, here's the things that's going to have to be addressed with this John Deere. Obviously, it's going to need new back tires, but that's neither here nor there. Our main focus of this video is going to be talking about what's going to be done with the engine and things like that. So, let's hop into it. So, with the issues that this has been having, it is hard to get it started, and that is due to low compression of the engine. So, the engine's going to go in and get rebuilt. Another thing that I got to have addressed is this down here. Now, what I do know is, I know you guys can't see it very well, there is a hydraulic hose that leads to the backside of this big pulley right here. It's been leaking, and it seems to leak anytime I use the deck. So that's going to have to be addressed. The next thing that's going to have to be addressed is getting my headlights back up and going so I have working lights on my John Deere. That's another thing. Another thing that's going to have to be addressed is the fact that the charging system is not working like it's supposed to. Hasn't been working like it should since I've had this mower. But other than that, it mows this as the way it should. I mean, given its condition, but it runs pretty good once you get it started. Other than that, hopefully get a starter order sometime soon. Get it put on, get this thing running again. And you have to keep it started until I can get it on my friend's trailer and we get it hauled to wherever it is I'm going to take it to get the engine rebuilt. Downside is that this thing is a side shaft motor, meaning normally the top side of the motor is actually facing this way instead of straight up, like some of the newer mowers are today. So, another thing is, and my Cub Cadet's the same way. So once we get all of that addressed, what's next? I might see if they can actually put an hour meter on this thing once they rebuild the motor. But I'm pretty sure this thing has over 5,000 hours, considering that this mower's been around almost 50 years. So, I mean, this mower is 49 years old. So, I mean, what do you expect? Now, the Cub Cadet. Well, it too has its known issues, but it still runs. You guys have seen a lot of my cold start videos with this mower. And if you guys are new here, this mower did sit for 2 years without being started, and I did get it running on starting fluid. Actually, is my choke even froze? No? But, it too has its known issues. It also is leaking oil, but I'm pretty sure it's leaking oil right around that oil filter. So that's going to be addressed in the spring. Things I would like to get done to this, obviously you get new tie rods. My tie rods, look at that tie rod's even bent, I didn't even notice that. See that? But, for what it is, it gets what it needs to be done. But I do need to get them tie rods replaced as soon as possible, apparently. So I'll have to have it in the shop to get that done. I think even my steering box might have some play in it, but I still got steering. Another issue I'd like to have fixed is the wiring for my headlights. So when I turn the key on, I have headlights. I did put new lights in it. Those are LED, but they are not lighting up as soon as I turn the key on. So that's another issue I need to get addressed. Obviously, get this whole headlight assembly replaced. I want to get the whole shell replaced. Since this thing did set for 2 years, things that's going to be replaced in the near future is going to be that fuel pump and the fuel filter. And obviously the fuel line, as you can see. I mean, this here is, I believe, one of these is the return line. This is the line pulling the line pulling gas from the fuel tank up through here to the fuel pump. And there's got to be a return line somewhere, but if it's got one. Good news is, if I ever have to replace the starter, it's going to be somewhat easy to get to because this is a starter and right there is a solenoid. So I mean, that's good news if I ever have to replace the starter. But the thing that was replaced before I got it was that ignition about 2 or 3 years ago. It's probably been 4 years now because this mower did set for 2 years without being started. Obviously, another thing I'd like to do is get this thing repainted and get the badging redone at some point. And get this little piece replaced. This would need replaced, obviously, for various reasons. As you can see, right down the middle. But it obviously didn't really hurt the frame at all. The only thing it did hurt was this front piece right here. Obviously, if I were to hit right here with this corner part right here, if I ever have to push this, if I use this part right here and I hit it, it's going to push it back and probably tweak the frame in here somewhere. And I obviously don't want to do that. What else? Not much else really going on with it. Oh, yeah, the deck. I need to get the deck replaced and get a different deck put on this thing. And then I'll have another mower. Obviously, I like to have a backup mower to rotate between my 1976 John Deere and a different mower. Obviously, I'm going to have to get a backup mower when that John Deere goes into the shop, because I still cannot find a deck for my 1999 Cub Cadet HDS 2135. So that's your updates. And then, of course, later on down the road, this one will go into the shop, have the engine rebuilt. I'm going to probably have the dash redone as well. Obviously, it's supposed to have warning lights and all of them busted out but one. So there's your updates. Thanks for watching. And before I go, I just want to remind you guys that Jesus loves you and God bless.